many of you here have ever heard of or played the game Sharks and Minnows? All right, so I see a couple of hands. For the people who did not raise their hands, I'll explain it to you. Sharks and Minnows is a form of tag played in an open area. A pool, a soccer field, those types of places. 2 end zones are identified as the safe areas. One person, or the shark, is placed in the middle between 2 safe areas, while everyone else, or the minnows, line up in the safe area. The minnows charge and try to get past the shark without getting tagged, for if they do, they too become sharks. The game is played round and round until there's only 1 minnow left that is declared the winner. I remember playing this game on my soccer team when I was younger, and even then, something felt wrong. The fact that the shark's point in the game was to turn the minnows into sharks until there was only 1 remaining didn't seem right. Who wants to be a shark when the shark's point is to turn everyone into something they aren't? I know what it's like to be in a no-way-out situation with a shark. There I am, an innocent minnow, in a school where everything was about being a shark. Before I came to Salisbury, I was in a school that impacted my life majorly, mostly in a negative way. When I was in 3rd grade, I thought I was a shark. I was in the in crowd, popular people talked to me, my best friend spent her mornings with me, and school was flying by. But no one knew, not even me, that I was being bullied. This best friend that was always with me forced her anger out onto me every morning for 3 months by slapping me straight in the face. I thought this was okay. I thought this was the norm because other people saw her do it to me and never mentioned it was wrong. So I went with it, allowing her to slap me every morning in the hall, even though I knew it wasn't right inside. I didn't want to be the wimpy minnow, so I allowed the shark to hurt me. One night, when my sister was complaining about something very unimportant, my mom made an offhand comment saying something like, "You're acting like you just got hit." I immediately responded out of frustration, "If I get hit every day, why doesn't she?" My mom turned to me, asked me, "What are you talking about?" And I said nothing. After her trying to get it out of my system for about 15 minutes, I told her about the shark hitting me every day. In school the next day, the counselor called myself and the shark up to her office, sat us down, and made me apologize to her for telling on her. To this day, I have never gotten an apology out of her. Never gotten an apology out of the shark that beat me every day. Why did someone who said they were my best friend turn their back on me? If when I was younger, I learned how to approach a bully, I would have known how to stand up for myself. It is honestly next to impossible to learn how to deal with a bullying situation. No one knows how to explain it to people. We all have been taught to tell an adult or turn the other cheek. These ideas don't exactly give us the ability to stand up for ourselves. People should know how to be confident in themselves enough and be able to stand up. In my school, I sent out a survey asking students questions like, "Have you ever been bullied?" Or, "Did you tell anyone about being bullied?" The responses I received shocked me. For the "Have you ever been bullied" question, I knew I would get a few people to be honest and tell the truth. The responses I got were more serious than I thought. Only 47.1% of the students said no. I have never been faced with a bullying situation. 37.1% said yes emotionally, or being bullied through words. 10% said physically, and 5.7% said through bullying. This chart up here should be almost all green. Students should be able to attend school without the fear of bullying. Some of my peers also answered the question, "Did you tell anyone about being bullied?" With the answer, "No. I didn't feel I had anyone to talk to." "No, I was afraid of being bullied again." "No, I'd rather know how to take care of it myself." And yes, I told one of my close friends. I also found an interesting website all about bullying called DoSomething.org that had some blowing statistics. Over 3.2 million students in the United States have experienced bullying within a school. Approximately 160,000 teens skip school every day because they are too scared of being bullied. Less than 30% of boys and 40% of girls by the age of 14 will talk to their peers about bullying. Just like I was, many students are afraid of being bullied even more. I know about 60% of schools provide an anti-bullying program created to force a bully into being a friend. But isn't there a better way to make a bullying situation a positive influence on a student? Yes, you heard me right, a positive influence. People should be taught at an early age how to have self-confidence, a positive outlook, and how to stand up to themselves in a bullying situation if needed. We all need to have more self-confidence in ourselves. Confidence will make it easier for everyone to come to school or go to work or live their lives every day. Having self-confidence is shown through body language that can be read very easily. If you have self-confidence, you too could stand up here one day just like I am. And by having a positive outlook on any situation, you can turn it into a life lesson. Not everything and everyone will be a great impact on your life, but it's worth trying to make it a positive impact. By making it have a positive outcome, you give yourself the power to stand up. With self-confidence and a positive outlook, you physically feel more able to stand up for yourself. See, instead of letting your bullying situation tear you down, you should use it to build yourself up and become the better person. Personally, this year I went through another bullying incident that I took care of myself. I took the opportunity to make the bullying I went through become a positive influence on myself and my life. I stood up for myself, for the little minnow that I am. It honestly made it easier for me to face my mental bullies and my physical ones. I felt as if I could do anything. I allowed myself to be confident, have a positive outlook, and stand up for myself. Every student in every school should be able to know how to turn a horrible bullying experience into a positive influence on their life. They will look back at and think, I did that. I stood up. By having self-confidence, a positive outlook, and feeling powerful enough to stand up for yourself, people in the world today will know how to deal with their sharks, whether they are mental or a physical person. Life should be a positive experience, even if we have a couple sharks in the way. We will one day all know how to make a bad situation become a good one. Life shouldn't be a game of swimming away from your shark. It should be a game worth playing.